What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another X-Ville adventure. I'm Pac-Man, and we are here at the public haunt in Taylorsville Road. So you are allowed to film and take pictures on this trail. It's not a typical haunted trail, but they do expect you to use your phone flashlight because it is very dark. And that works for us because we can show you everything they have here. I think I'm going too fast. Hold on. I'm sorry. If I'm going too fast, just shout. I'm just trying not to slip because it is very slippery right here. And it is also raining again, just like at Kings Island. Except this time, we don't have concrete. We got mud. Nothing but mud. Here's another one of these little signs. If you guys want to read it, go ahead and pause the video now. And moving on.
Is this a real thing?
Yeah.
It's fucked up.
That's why I'm not reading it.
You're like, I don't want to know.
If I don't know what it says on the board until later, then I'll be fine. But if I know what happened back here in these woods beforehand, I might not be back here in these woods. This is very creepy. I thought I am going slow. Maybe I should start putting a viewer discretion before these videos. There's another one of these signs. Watch your step. Go ahead and pause it now if you want to read. I feel like I'm filming the next Blair Witch Project.
It feels like the Blair Witch Project.
These woods are apparently really haunted too, so.
It really is.
I hear a chainsaw. Here's another sign. Go ahead and pause it now if you would like to read. Here's all the different monsters in America. Watch your steps through here. There's the chainsaw again. There's another sign. Go ahead and pause it. This is what the ground looks like walking through this trail. We are still not through yet, but we're getting there. They do have it roped off though, so you won't veer off and get lost. And here is another sign. Go ahead and read that now if you would like.
Come on now. Hey, we don't much like strangers around here.
So far, this is already better than Kings Island's haunt.
And what do you think you're doing coming onto my patch, huh? Who told you to come on here, huh? You best get a move on. You ain't welcome, you hear me? Come on now, keep it moving.
That's creepy.
Hello and welcome to the coven. Would you like to make a sacrifice? Which one of you is our sacrifice? I know it's gotta be one of you. Come on, speak up. You.
And more trails with the light. That was pretty good so far. Nothing jumping out at you though.
Hello there, you lot.
Holy shit.
How y'all doing?
Welcome, dearies. You're just in time for the big show. And my, do we have quite the performance for you tonight. It's to die for. I might even spin a little tale myself. Come back to see the show, eh?
This is the best lit part of the park.
Take a selfie with her.
Sorry for the very low lighting, guys. It's very hard to film in the dark when it's raining. I'm just trying not to fall in this mud. We got a duck, don't we? Who knew a foo skirt coaster? Hello, Frank. And back on the trail.
The little scare holes are great.
That little boo ghost of the sheep got me. Who would have thought that kind of costume would have got me? Think.
Which one? Oh, yeah. Yep.
And we're in a line.
Okay. How about you two get in the back? The other two come forward. Humor me, please. Appreciate you. Yeah, come on. I'll see you. Did you happen to hear anything when you were on your way in? Yeah, you heard some stuff over there? That's good. That means he's not here. He's out there. See, he used to live here. This was his cage. And then when we wrecked, he jumped over this pile of wood and he ran through the forest. But he lurks up there from time to time. And underneath is the only way out. So go one at a time, single file, please.
And they have this little truck here where you can get a bunch of food and stuff. They also got t-shirts and other things. We got pumpkin spice donuts, a Coke and apple cider, and it cost about $10. It's not too bad.
a soul man. I'm a soul man.
One of the upcharge things to do is to go through that trailer there, and they will show you behind the scenes of monster making. And back here is the Black Cat Theater, and there's a guy back there telling you the story of the public monsters.
I would never find anything that ever suggested he spent a single day in uniform. Now, sometime in the 1930s, he became the owner and ringmaster of a traveling circus that performed in America's heartland and in the deep south. Now, his crew of carnies and circus clowns, they weren't so much as performers as they was evil bandits, pirates, and outlaws.
This is another one of those upcharge. It's an escape room. You got 7 minutes to get out, and it costs 5 tickets. Each ticket costs $1. I could sit here and stare at this and just get lost looking at the lights. All right, guys, so we are back home now, obviously. We didn't finish the vlog there because it was kind of dark and there was very little lighting anywhere to do that. So we're back home now. We wanted to take a second to talk about our experience at the haunt. I really enjoyed it. It was better than Kings Island.
I agree. It was definitely way better. The walkthrough was really awesome.
Yeah, the walkthrough was pretty fun. If you guys watched the video, obviously we walked through this really dark trail before we got to the haunt part of the scare zones, and the trail itself felt haunted. If you guys don't know anything about Public, there is a story behind it. I don't know all the details of it, but I do know that there's a train on a bridge and a lot of people have died trying to find this monster on this bridge. So the woods around the area do feel haunted.
I definitely agree with that. One of the cooler parts of the trail too is just being able to walk through the dark, scary woods on the way to like the haunted attraction, and that definitely added to the experience.
And what's really cool about the place was that the woods dampened sound. So like there's a chainsaw guy in there and you do not hear him at all until you're right up on him. Mm-hmm. Another thing I wanted to say was this was the first haunted trail, haunted house, maze attraction where they actually allowed me to film. So thank you, Public, for letting me do that.
One cool thing about this location was that it partnered with like the Ultimate Halloween Festival in Louisville. And so they had a lot of other attractions going on in other like
different parts of town. They have other things going on. Usually the Louisville Halloween event takes place throughout the entire month of October. And they do different things at different locations. Sometimes they do a parade. They do other things as well. This year, the parade was canceled because obviously the year and a half that we've been through. But they still have other events. They even have movie nights occasionally, if it doesn't rain, weather permitting. I think a couple movies that they showed was Jurassic Park, things like that. Scary movies that are family-oriented, family-friendly. It's not one of those haunts that you can be afraid to take your children to. There was a lot of kids there, and they all seem to really enjoy themselves.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. Even the trail itself, like, it wasn't overly scary to where, like, all kids would be afraid of it. Not to say that it wasn't a great trail, but if you do want to take your family with you to Public, I'd definitely say that you should.
And if it's your first haunted house, your kids or anything, I would suggest going there because it's not overly terrifying. They do have a few jump scares. In fact, the one time that I jumped happened to be somebody dressed in a sheet like a ghost, which is hilarious because that's like the least scariest thing in the world. But that person scared me, and they jumped up, and I jumped too.
And not only did they get him once, but
they got me twice.
Both times we went through the trail.
And the second time I should have known better. I knew they were there. But the trail itself had a lot of cool animatronics and big things that jump out at you. Like the goat, the big goat. That was really cool. And
it was definitely cool.
And every time we walked by it, I knew it was going to jump out, and it still startled me just a little bit.
And one cool thing about this trail, too, is that you can interact with the scare actors and the performers. Like, they'll interact back with you. You don't just have to feel like you have to rush through the trail and get to the end.
We did show you guys around as much as we could. It really wasn't a lot to do there. They had the escape room, they had the theater, they had a band playing, and they had the concession stand. The concession stand was like a truck trailer that's on the ground, and they have t-shirts and stuff in there. They were actually selling Domino's pizza. I think they were a sponsor, but some of the shirts were pretty cool, and it was relatively cheap for the drinks and the food. We got the pumpkin spice donuts, a Coke, and an apple cider, and it cost about $10, which is not bad. But we opted out of doing the escape room this time. It was kind of a long line, and it takes roughly 7 minutes. So for every person in that line is 7 minutes, and it was really long. We didn't want to wait that long. It was already 11:30 by the time we were leaving. Now, on the way out of the public haunt, they gave us each a bag of Taki Waves. Now, I don't know if they're sponsoring the event or not, but somebody really loves her Takis.
Yes. So these will be mine.
Yeah. I'm sorry we didn't do a whole lot of Halloween things this year, as everything we do comes straight out of our pockets. So it's kind of getting expensive to do all these videos. And the best way that you guys can help us out, extremely help us out, is to share, comment, like, subscribe, all that stuff. You do not have to pay a dime. Just simply share this video, share every video, and that helps us out a lot. But I guess that's going to do it from us today. As always, we love you all. Go ahead, again, like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. That helps us out tremendously. But until next time, kick it extra style. We love you. Pac-Man out.